Second in a row.
Sneaky man.
Yeah.
Well, how's fall camp and now being in class and stuff started for you?
It's been pretty good. Fall camp, I was blessed to finally finish fall camp because in the past couple of years we either didn't have one or it didn't go as planned, but it felt good. We back in class now. We back on a regular, normal schedule, so everything is okay now.
What's this opportunity like for you to get a chance at more significant playing time? I'm sure you waited a long time for this.
It's a blessing, to be honest. It's been a long journey, just getting through all this, coming to college. I mean, doing your 2 years, learning from older guys that's been through here like Shaq, Tay, C, and we got a great receiver that was here, Coach Miller. So it's been a fun experience.
There's some talk, Steph and Billy are going to kind of be 1 and 2, 2 and 1, and who knows how it plays out. Where are your expectations? Do you have the ceiling of thinking you could be the number 1 wide receiver, or where are you going to go?
Personally, I expect whoever the one receiver is going to ball. So, of course, I have high expectations for myself, of course, but whoever they put out there, whoever becomes the number 1, I have trust in them. So,
Where are you right now on the depth chart?
Where are you different or better than maybe those guys? What can you bring to the table?
I bring the energy to the table. I bring whatever needs to be brought to the table, to be honest. When it comes to being better than them at anything, I still gain from all of them, whether it's Ben Ford, Cole Wright, Static, Billy. It's aspects of the game we can all get better in. So,
Do you know where you currently stand on the receiver depth chart?
currently right now we don't have no depth chart set in stone. So, like I said, whoever gets out there week 1 and starts, that's who we run with and that's who we trust.
There's so many Texas guys in this receivers group. I mean, what's that like for you? How close are you guys on and off the field? How do you guys motivate each other and compete with each other?
We motivate and compete every day. We come in ready to compete. We come in a meeting room energetic, coming to laugh, have fun. Off the field, we all hang together for sure, from whether you're from Texas or not. Only Texas receivers in there is probably me, Mac, and Static, that comes to my head. But we all hang together like we grew up together.
What did getting on the field a little bit last year and getting a chance to make a few plays, especially later in the season, what did that kind of do for you confidence-wise going into the offseason and now here you go this year?
Confidence-wise, it helped me realize that I can really go out there and compete with other guys that's just as good as me or even better. Yeah.
Where do you think you've grown? Where are you better than you were the last 2 years?
Knowledge-wise, like being able to understand the scheme and be able to go out there and line up quicker and be fast and not wasting any time or wasting movements.
You coming out of Lancaster a couple years ago, what was your recruitment process like, and where did you expect to kind of fit in college football and at Boise State?
Well, coming out of high school, I was 3-star, recruited here and there by a couple good schools. But coming out of high school, I just wanted to go somewhere I could feel like I could grow and become the best player I could be.
In the scrimmage, we heard Andy said that there were quite a few explosive plays in the passing game. I don't know, through your eyes as a player, what did you see out of the scrimmage, and has that been the consistency this year?
Oh yeah, the passing game is looking way better this year, to be honest. Scrimmage too, we had a lot of explosives where we just would go down the field, make the play, and that's the mentality in the receiver room. If the ball's in the air, it's ours. So,
how much of a balance when it comes to the explosive passing is it, going over the top versus also, creating something after the catch?
Can you ask that again? I'm sorry.
How much of a balance is there? I mean, because you got to get it from both ways, right? So, for example, are you kind of capable of doing both of those, where you go over the top or do it after the catch?
Oh yeah, I'm capable of doing both. I think everyone in the receiver room is, to be honest. We all play receiver, so we got to know how to go deep, catch the short ones, catch the intermediate. So.
I know you guys all love Shaq, would love to have him back, but what does that do for you guys when you know there's a lot more balls to go around and maybe a lot more guys are going to get a chance to be involved?
It boosts confidence for sure. With Shaq being gone, of course, we lost a great player, but we have all learned from Shaq. So right now, if the ball's being spread around, it is what it is. If it's going to one person, it is what it is. Whatever help us win, we all here for it.
And we did hear in the scrimmage, it sounded like 11 guys or something at least had 2 catches. I mean, is there 1 or 2 guys taking most of it, or have you noticed a lot of different guys getting involved?
Oh, a lot of guys get involved, whether it's, like I said, Ben Ford, Cole Wright, everyone's making plays this fall camp, and we love to see it, to be honest.
Now that camp is done, do you get the sense that the wide receiver room can be better and more productive by committee as opposed to last year having a superstar?
Definitely. When the ball's going around, the defense doesn't know who to expect. When it's just one person getting the ball, it's like, okay, we can key on this person. But, I mean, it obviously didn't work last year for Shaq because he's a great player. But when the ball's getting spread around, it helps so much better.
Latrell, you look at, catches in a Boise State uniform. In that wide receiver room, I think there are 73 total catches combined in a Boise State uniform. Shaq had 77 alone last year. How much do you guys feel like you have to prove in that room?
Oh, we definitely have a chip on our shoulder. We have to prove that it just wasn't him. Like we can all come in there and make plays and be able to get those receptions just like him. Whether it's a collective unit or one person getting those receptions, whatever helps us win. To be honest.
You mentioned before, just kind of, if Austin Bolt had more weight, he'd be an unreal tight end. But in the receiver room, we've heard a lot about his development. Where have you seen that the most?
Oh yeah, Austin has came a long way. Like we was talking about it yesterday. His routes are getting way better. He's always had hands. He's always had speed. He's always been able to beat defenders. But seeing him grow is really, really scary, to be honest, because he's a great player.
Same question about Eric McCallister. Where have you seen him grow the most?
Eric McCallister, he came in great. It was just his mindset. He had to change his mindset, which he has now. He's more locked in on the plays. He's more locked in on football in general. So it's gonna be good seeing him grow too.
On the other side of the ball, which DBs have given you trouble, or who do you think looks good over there?
Our DBs are insane. All of our DBs, they don't give me trouble because I like to talk to them. But all of them are good. My biggest competitor over there is my dog Rod. We go at it every day. JL, of course, he's a dog, but all of those guys are great. So.
Can you keep up with Rodney's mouth?
With his mouth? Oh yeah, on the field, yeah, not off of it. That kid can't stop talking.
What stands out about him on the field?
On the field with Rod, he's a competitor for sure. You see a little guy out there and just think, oh, nah, it's not like that with Rod. He's gonna come out there, he's gonna talk, and he's gonna compete every play.
Anything stand out with Hank? Is he different this year? How so? Is he better? How so?
The way he runs the offense is way more different. He's more locked in and he's more focused this year than I've seen him in the past. And he's more communicative with us. He talks more with us. He talks more with everybody, and you can see him getting around more.
Do you think, when you hear a pass play set up where there's reads, there's the first read, the second read, the third read, without a dominant, at least coming in receiver, do you think that the progressions are going to go deeper? It's going to be more, I don't want to say questionable, but more difficult for the defense to figure out where the read might go?
Can you ask that again? I'm sorry.
There's somebody the number one target on a play, right? They work through the reads. Without Shaq, do you think that the reads are going to go deeper? Do you think somebody might have more of a chance to catch it if you're the third or fourth guy on the read than in the past?
Well, when it comes to pass plays, it's all reads regardless. It doesn't matter who's there. If it was Shaq, if it was static, it didn't matter who was there. It's all about the quarterback's read, and whatever he wants to go through, whoever he wants to throw it to, it's up to him. But when it comes to the reads, it's up to him. So.
This is one of the highest scoring offenses, over the last 20 years of college football. And last year didn't really meet the standards. How is it a motivator for your group? Is that anything that you guys talk about at all?
Yeah, when we came in, we come in every day with a chip on our shoulder, like I said. Last year wasn't the expectation at all, and we know that. So we all came here to win, and when we come here to win, we came with all the same mindset. So, yeah.
How have you noticed, whether it be given more holes for the running backs or more time for Hank to throw, how have you noticed the O-line, helping things out with some new guys in there?
Oh yeah, the O-line is doing great. Our new run scheme is unstoppable. The way when we run it right, when we got the right targeting going, it's gonna be good, especially with those two dogs in the backfield.
How does that run game open up stuff for you guys?
Oh yeah, it opens up a lot because we have to get in on the run game too. And if a safety thinks, oh, we're finna come block them, we might go right past them, and it's gonna be fun to watch for sure.
No one as a true freshman, how hard it is to get on the field and stuff. You went through it as a true freshman, no one trying to push the depth chart. What stood out about Ashton?
Ashton is ridiculous to me, honestly. He's gonna be a big focal point in the offense, and I can't wait to see it.